Welcome back to the channel, tennis fans. Today, we're diving into the future with some way too early predictions for the 2025 Grand Slam season. From Novak Djokovic's pursuit of even more records to the rise of young stars like Carlos Alcaraz and Coco Gauff. This is one video you don't want to miss. Stick around for some bold predictions for both the men's and women's tours. And, of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tennis content. Australian Open prediction. Now let's talk about the Australian Open, a tournament that has been synonymous with Novak Djokovic for over a decade. He's won it more times than any other player, and despite his age, it's hard to bet against him in 2025. Djokovic's combination of endurance, mental toughness, and mastery on hard courts means he could easily take his 11th Australian Open title. However, he'll face tough competition from Carlos Alcaraz, who is rising fast and already proven he can handle the pressure on big stages. I think Djokovic still has one or two more Grand Slam titles left in him, and 2025 could see him add to his incredible legacy, but Alcaraz is nipping at his heels. Now, on the women's side, the Australian Open has been the stage for multiple breakthrough performances. Iga Świątek has been a force on all surfaces recently, and her baseline consistency makes her a tough player to beat on hard courts. But 2025 could be the year we see Coco Gauff rise to the top. With her incredible speed, power, and growing maturity, she's a real threat for her first Australian Open title. French Open prediction. For the French Open, Novak Djokovic could still be a strong contender, especially considering his ability to adapt his game as he ages. Although Carlos Alcaraz is the favorite on clay, Djokovic's tactical brilliance and ability to neutralize aggressive opponents make him a threat, even on clay in 2025. However, Djokovic will be battling younger players like Holger Rune and Alcaraz, who are hungrier than ever for Roland-Garros glory. It may be difficult for Novak to take another French Open, but don't count him out. For the women, Iga Świątek has dominated at Roland-Garros in recent years, and it's tough to see anyone dethroning her in 2025. Her ability to grind down opponents and adapt to the tricky clay surface makes her the player to beat. However, keep an eye on Elena Rybakina, whose growing confidence and powerful ground strokes could lead to an upset. Wimbledon prediction. Wimbledon is where Novak Djokovic has arguably been the most dominant over the past few years. Even at 38, he's likely to remain a top contender. His serve, return game, and ability to adjust to the fast pace of grass courts make him the man to beat in 2025. However, Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz are emerging as serious threats on grass. Djokovic's experience at Wimbledon could be his key weapon in securing another title here, but the younger generation will push him to his limits. Still, if there's one tournament where Djokovic might extend his legacy, it's Wimbledon. On the women's side, Elena Rybakina has already shown she's a huge threat on grass, with her strong serve and aggressive baseline game. But I wouldn't count out Coco Gauff either. As she continues to improve, her athleticism and net play could make her a dangerous contender for the Wimbledon crown in 2025. U.S. Open prediction. As for the U.S. Open, Djokovic has had some ups and downs in New York. By 2025, it could be a battle between his legendary mental strength and the speed and endurance of rising stars like Alcaraz and Sinner. Djokovic's adaptability on hard courts gives him a chance to fight for another title, but younger stars are poised to take over, especially at this fast-paced tournament. On the women's side, Coco Gauff seems perfectly suited for the fast, hard courts of Flushing Meadows. She's already shown she can handle the pressure of playing in front of big crowds, and 2025 could be her moment to lift the U.S. Open trophy. However, watch out for Aryna Sabalenka, whose powerful serve and aggressive game make her a threat on hard courts. Here's my bold prediction. I believe Novak Djokovic will win at least one Grand Slam in 2025, most likely at Wimbledon or Australian Open, where he has dominated throughout his career. His longevity is unmatched, but 2025 could also mark the official passing of the torch to players like Alcaraz, Sinner, and Rune. So there you have it, our way too early predictions for the 2025 Grand Slam season. Let's recap. For the men, we're looking at Carlos Alcaraz taking the Australian Open and French Open, Jannik Sinner breaking through at Wimbledon, and Alcaraz adding another U.S. Open to his resume. On the women's side,